how often do you tell yourself that you're bored? Because I was just thinking, okay, whenever someone says that they're bored, I was wondering what that actually means. Because see, there's a lot going on in this world. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of new things coming up, a lot of things to explore, and we still say we're bored. I was just wondering what boredom actually means. And I have come to realize that boredom is not really having nothing to do. It's more like not feeling like doing anything that you have to do, right? When there's something to do, or there's always something to do in our lives, right? Like if ever you don't have anything to do in today's world, there's always an option to pick something up and learn, or go out there and explore something new, right? So being bored doesn't mean that you have nothing to do. You feel like nothing feels worth your attention at that moment. That's something that goes behind your head. That is what it means when you say you're bored, right? Like, think about it. So the point of this video is to be self-aware. I was just thinking about this. I'm thinking out loud here as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So I was just wondering, like, whenever someone comes to me and say they're bored, I always wonder, like, there's a lot of things that you can do, and why do you feel bored? Right? Like, it's not like I don't feel bored, but I have something or the other going in my head all the time. So I don't have time to really think about whether I'm bored or not. Okay. So when someone comes to me and say they're bored, I wonder, like, there's a lot of things that you can do, a lot of things in this world, and you're just bored. Okay, so let's flip this a bit, yeah? I mean, yeah, sometimes you don't feel like doing anything. That is okay, rest is important. But when you say that you're bored, you're actually complaining. You're complaining about the fact that you don't have anything to do. Now, that's different, right? So, next time when you feel bored or say that you're bored, I want you to actually think whether it's actually that you don't have anything to do, or it's because you're avoiding something that you have to do. Because a lot of time it's that, and I feel like that's when you start becoming aware of the things that you have been avoiding, and also you might end up doing the things that you have been wanting to do. So being self-aware is very important. Being able to understand why you feel a certain way is important, because then I feel like you can act accordingly and make the most out of it. It can be anything, not just boredom. Okay, if suppose there is something that you have to take part in, and you keep making up reasons. Now here, if you're self-aware, you think about why you make up reasons. Maybe you're just making up reasons because you don't want to attend, or you don't want to do that thing that's uncomfortable. So being self-aware there saves you, right? Maybe you might end up taking that challenging thing. Maybe you've never thought about this, but this is something that I have thought, and I'm just thinking out loud here. Sometimes when you say I'm bored, it's like a nicer way to say that I don't feel like doing what I should be doing. Right? Like, sometimes when you think about it, the easiest thing to do are usually the things that we go for, like scrolling, spending time on social media, and doing things that doesn't require much effort. And those things obviously, yeah, gives you instant gratification. That's often why you go for those options. And the things that feels a bit better or meaningful are the things that requires a little effort to get started. And most of the time we avoid those and stick to the easier things and end up saying that you're bored. Like, we've trained our brain for constant stimulation, like everything's so fast, quick. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's good that there's a lot of things that have changed, have everything's quick now. There's a lot of things that has made our lives easier. That's great. But if you let these things make you lazy, I think that's when it's a problem. Like, you should take these to your advantage. These things should actually save you time to do something greater. So that's what I'm saying. Next time you feel bored, be aware. Be aware of the things that you're avoiding. And if you're self-aware, it's more likely that you will actually pick something and start. Like, just pick one small thing and start. Sometimes starting is the most difficult part. Once you start, you get that momentum and you continue. Maybe I can say this is one way you can make sure that you're not, missing out on the things that's going on around the world. Like, try making use of everything that's going on around the world. There's always something to learn, something new to try out, something new to explore. So don't let yourself miss out on these things, right? Whenever you're bored, that's when you can try new things, or that's when you can do something that you have been putting off. because trust me, there's a lot. Sometimes when we start learning, that's when we understand, that's when we realize that there's a lot of things that we don't know. So yeah, that's it for today's episode. This is something that I have been thinking, that just crossed my mind when some people came to me and told that they were bored. I'm not saying don't be bored, but like be aware why you're bored, right? So if this makes sense to you, let me know what you guys think, right? Make sure I turn it on. Last three videos, my comments were off. I didn't realize that. I got to know that recently. But yeah, let me know in the comments. That's it for this one. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.